Hi, and with this kind of video I want to show you my line of thought as well as the future goals of my 10 HP Ironman. When I first started the account somewhere in September of 2016, which is already 6 months ago, I wanted to do something with Slayer, and a lot have changed since I first started the account. And the biggest role is that I now need to have at least combat 85 before I will be able to try and do some Slayer. Else I will just block myself or lock myself from doing Slayer if I use the other Slayer Masters. How I will be able to get that is by getting my melee stats up. Now the easiest way, or the less experience that I will need, is to have 83 attack, 83 strength, 85 defense and 60 prayer. And how I will be able to get those stats, especially the melee stats, is by killing gangsters. And killing gangsters is the best experience or melee experience that you will be getting at a 10 HP account. And they also drop hard clues, which is good for my blessed D height, which is what I will be wearing most of the time. Now, before I will be able to kill gangsters, I want to have more access to get myself across Zia, and therefore I want to have 65 Lovakench favor, so I unlock the minecart system. And also, before I can start killing gangsters, I will need to have a lot of cannonballs. I don't really know how many I will need to get combat 85, but I think 175,000, I think. And that should cost me at least 10 million GP. Now, I'm not going to get all the strength experience just by gangsters. I'm also going to get 99 fishing, and that will get me to level 75 immediately, as well as something like 80 agility, which would be nice. But before I can start fishing, I will need to have 200,000 feathers, and I have already got that banked. So that is combat 85. But what I also want before starting Slayer is some good gear. Currently I already have the blessing as well as the Ava accumulator, and oh yeah, this picture is what I currently want to have at my 10 HP Ironman. With the hard clues that I will be getting from all the gangsters is I will try to get all the blessed D height, because those are pretty much the best items that I will be getting. Now first I was thinking of getting ranger boots, because they, although they give less defense bonus as well as no prayer bonus, they do give +1 ranged accuracy, but I don't really think farming ranger boots would be beneficial, so I think I'm going to stick with blessed D height boots. Van braces, chaps, body and coif are all like third best in slots, and those are actually pretty easy to get in comparison with their better counterparts. Now for the only remaining thing is then the Fury, as well, I mean your amulet and the shield or weapon slot. So first the amulet slot, I want to have the Fury amulet. I can get the Amulet of Vanquish, so the second best thing would be +10 range bonus, which would be the Glory or a Fury. But the Fury gives like 5 times more defense bonus, so I would like to have that, because that would be very helpful for a Daganov task, because I will have to tank the ranged hits. So for a Fury amulet I will need to have 90 crafting, and therefore I will need to make 24,500 more air battle staffs. So before making a Fury amulet I will also need to have 14,500 def or 29,000 chaos runes, so I will be able to sell them for Tuckle, so I will be able to buy an onyx. I still don't have those. I think I have approximately 8 or 7,000 death runes, so I am pretty much halfway on the death runes and chaos runes. I can simply buy in packs, but that will cost a bit. But first I want to have that 90 crafting. So how I will be getting 90 crafting is, first I will need to have 24,500 unpowered orbs, which I already have banked. You can see it in one of my progress videos that I was spending a lot of time getting molten glass and buckets of sand, and now I have 24,500 air unpowered orbs in my bank. So next thing is that I will also need to have 24,500 nature runes, because I want to elk all of those, as well as 24,500 battle staffs. And how I will be getting those is both of them via the Magic Guild. I still don't have that, but first I want to charge these unpowered orbs, and therefore I will need to have 3 times as many cosmic runes as unpowered orbs, which means 73,500. How I will be getting those is either by killing gangsters, which I will need to do for my combat experience anyway, but also I want to get a lot of them via rune crafting. And if I want to runecraft all of those cosmic runes myself at level 59, so I can craft them double, I will need to have half of the cosmic in essence, which is 36,750. And to mine all of those essence, because there is not an efficient way how to get them on a 10 HP Iron Man, so therefore I wanted to have a dragon pickaxe. And that is why I was currently killing the Chaos Elemental. I wanted to have that dragon pickaxe so I can start mining those essence. But I don't think I'm going to camp the Chaos Elemental right now. It just takes way too long and it wastes also a hell of a lot of cannonballs. I still want to have that dragon pickaxe to eventually get 99 mining, maybe, probably not. I think I'm going to do less Chaos Elemental kills. But I still want to have that pickaxe, so maybe later. But first, I need to have 59 rune crafting before I will be able to get a double cosmics. So to get 59 rune crafting, I need to make 10,300 law runes. To get that, I will need to have 10,300 essence, which once again I want to have that dragon pickaxe. But I think I'm going to be doing it with a rune one instead. Then also I will need to have 30 dual rings, which I already have, 240 regular logs, which I already have banked. And then lastly would be stamina potions, because rune crafting without those potions is annoying. To make stamina potions I will need to have 73 herblore, so I can eat a botanical slice of a botanical pie to boost to level 77. Now I already have level 71 banked, so I only need to bank 2 more herblore levels. And I was thinking of doing some more winter thoughts, because I still want to have the dragon axe as well as the phoenix pet. I could be getting some more herblore experience from that place, as well as from nature implings for when I'm force spawning the dragon implings. Those two are currently my way of getting those extra 2 herblore levels. If you know any other method of me getting from 71 to 73 herblore, please let me know. So that is what I'm going to be doing right now. I'm currently still catching those nature implings so I can get access to stamina potions. So that was the entire part of getting a fury amulet. This was the amulet slots. Now the last 2 slots is the weapon and the shield slot. Now there are a lot of great things that you can put in your shield slot as well. For example, the Book of Law, which would be the best option for me and the easiest one. But the best in slot would be the Odium Ward as well as the buckler. But the buckler is very rare to get from raids, and the Odium Ward is also quite rare. You will need to kill 3 different bosses and they all have low chance of getting the piece. So I think the Book of Law would be the best option. But then for what kind of weapon I will need to use, because then I will need to use a ranged weapon which is single-handedly used. So it's pretty much only crossbows. To get a rune crossbow, the best crossbow is an armor crossbow, but I'm not able to get that. The next best in slot would be the Dragon Hunter crossbow, but once again with the buckler, that is just a rare reward from raids, so I shouldn't hope for getting that. So the next one would be rune crossbow, and a rune crossbow is quite difficult to get, since therefore you will need to kill that crazy librarian guy in the wilderness, and he has a massive range bonus. I've already tried to kill him before with a cannon only, but that is just constantly zeros. He has even a higher range defense than the Chaos Elemental. What I was thinking is not using the shield slots and just use a bow that you need to use 2 hands for. And that would be then the crystal bow. So the Book of Law combined with the rune crossbow, which is a 90 plus 10 range bonus, is 100. And a full crystal bow is just also plus 100 in itself. So it is actually quite good, a crystal bow. And that will cost me 980,000 GP, which I currently have banked. But to get that crystal bow, I will need to have completed the roving elves quest, which has a quite annoying moss giant that they will need to kill in Glariel's tomb, where you can't bring anything. Therefore, I will need to use a lot of Gothic rests. I already have a couple of Marantils and Heralders, those are no problem. But currently I keep running out of Guams. I have no way of getting them. Do you know an efficient way how to get them? Currently I'm getting them from the Winter Garden of Sorcerer's Garden, the Winter Garden there, but it is very, very slow. So next is then, before I will be able to do the Roving Elves quest, I will need to do the Regicide quest, and before I will be able to do that, I will need to have the Underground Path quest completed. For that I will need to kill Kelrag, which is a level 89 spider surrounded by level 39 spiders, and every little spider is still aggressive to me because I'm not combat 80 or higher. So these are actually my current goals as of right now. That's why I was killing the Chaos Elemental, because I wanted to have the Dragon Pickaxe, and I wanted to have Ranger Boots because those were better than Blessed D'hide Boots, but I think I'm going to stop hunting medium clues. If you want to have any comments on this, please let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. Okay, thanks, bye.